Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk and the Tiger 131. I am platooned with Diablo. And we are here on Himmel's Ghost Town, Dorf. Tiger 131 is a new tank for me. I have the HT number 6, but the 131 was a gift from Pilgrim. So thanks to Pilgrim, and I did put the Witch Crew in this thing, which, should I just turn it up so you can hear the lovely voices? Oh my goodness. Anywho. You can turn them off. Go into settings and turn it to, I don't know if it's standard or whatever it is, and then you'll get the national voices. My problem with that is if I play something other than US, I don't know what they're saying. So I left that in so I can hear them. I'm not really sure I care though that much. You kind of know what you got, right? When you shoot and something happens, I don't know. So I leave it with the voices so I can actually understand, to some extent, the English. We go into the city. We have Diablo up on the escarpment over there. I'm going to come across here. Guys are getting lit, which is nice. Take a few shots. This one misses, or maybe it hits. I don't know. It misses. I see it hit the ground. Then the Nashorn's out in the open, so we're discussing that. I'm like, oh, good. Let's get a shot on this guy. Easy damage, baby. Nope, in the ground. I think I need to wait even just a little bit more. I think that hit because you did not see it hit the ground behind it. Whether it did damage or not, that's another question. Now we're going to come over here. This Matilda irritates me a little bit. I don't know why he's headed over here, but I guess he wants to go hold down like everybody else does. We're going to find the T1 hanging out right here. We'll put a nice shot into him and punish him for that one. And the Matilda's in the way, so now I've got his turret to deal with. I kind of want to go just bully the T1, but I know I'm probably going to find some people around the corner here. And it turns out that there's a Churchill and I think an M6. So I actually try to use this stairway to maybe get enough altitude here to shoot this guy. I didn't want to bump into the Matilda. I also didn't want to jam in beside him right there to the left of him. That really irritates me. The Tog comes in to add his hit points, which is nice. So we'll come in here and I'll just put a shot. No, I won't. The problem with what I'm doing is I think I'm driving in front of the Tog. The M6 does get a piece of me. I do note, though, that he's running the small gun. Ooh, that's a bummer. A little too far back on the shot. So I hit something, but there was no hitbox behind it. The T1 is a real irritant. I'm kind of bummed. If we take a look at this real quick, fellas. The T1, if you want to stop him from doing that mess, we needed somebody to shift around to this point here. And I could have done it, but I'm so slow and I'm getting shots here, so don't worry too much about him. I take some bad shots in this Churchill. It takes me forever to shut that guy down. He's actually doing a pretty good job when to poke out. I've also got to be careful because I keep getting guys like this hanging out. He's going to try to get away. We'll take him out. But they did kill the T-14. So my conundrum here is I'm coming out on this Churchill to take a shot, which is giving him a shot, but it's also allowing potentially the T1 to come around and get a shot on me as well. I finally get one there, so that's nice. That started making me feel good. I'm like, alright, I should be able to get rid of this guy, but I don't. I get bounces and misses, I take some bad shots. Every time I come out, he's ready. The thing reloads so quickly. Oh good, the T1's going to give me a shot. There we go. Nice roll at 275, I'll take that. That's a nice high roll right there. Couldn't quite get that there. He takes a stab at me. Oh, I was hoping to kill off the M6, and I bounce off of his matlet. Turret slash matlet. Just really bad aim, although it did ricochet. I didn't quite get it in the flat spot there. Like, how do I get rid of this guy? Oh, is he really going to give me just that little piece? Thank you. So he side scraped out, but I got just that little flat shoulder on there to put a shot in. Oh, another ricochet. And I'm like, oh, is he really going to just let me do this? Let's see if we can... No, that's not going to be there. Alright, let's just scooch forward. No, alright, we'll get him later. Boom, another bounce. The good news is the Churchill doesn't do a lot of damage, so I'm not losing a whole bunch of hit points going out there when he does pen me. Although he is lobbing a lot of gold at me. Just can't quite get that guy. It's a struggle. Like, can I kill him maybe? There we go. There we go. Alright, so now there's only one gun. And that's always the danger with doing side scrapes or poking out on 3 guns. Somebody tracks you or a couple pen you, I'm looking if I can't maybe pixel snipe that upper part. But I don't think there's a hitbox behind that. I may actually try it here in just a minute. The T1 is being very careful at this point. We got 1,300 damage. You'll notice that Diablo is doing pretty good over there. We're down 4 tanks. They're down 2. I'm like, all right, dude, are you going to come out? There we go. Do it. Let me again. Oh, okay. Armor not penetrated. So that must not be a hitbox right there. There's a lot of, like, track covering on Churchills on the side like that. Got to be careful where you shoot. And all of a sudden I've got now this Sturv dude showing up. So another gun has joined the fray. T1's thinking about making a move. Like, oh, maybe I can shut him down. No, okay. I'm hoping it... Oh, is he really going to show me that piece again? Almost. Maybe he'll back out. Oh, here we go. Can I sneak a... Yes. That's good. Get a piece on there. All right, so I try once again. That one bounced. Nice thick part. Very well angled as well. I tried that. I actually got boofed a little bit. I was shooting really at the M6 turret. I was like, oh, can we do this? Yes, we can. Second shot was a charm on that one. Diablo's still scrapping with the 3485, the Nashorn, and the other guy up there. It's very surprising, actually, that he hasn't been able to, or they haven't been able to kill Diablo. Other than it's Diablo. And then he gets the 3485 out, which is nice. That helps out. He does have some backup with the TDs. Now I get this other guy shows up. This RBFM decides he wants to come in and try to take some shots at me. So that's very nice. We're up to 1,900 damage. Checking 6. We got the Pollack kind of trolling around. Matilda jumps up in there and gets kind of in the way. And we'll just zoom in on there. He's looking for a shot, and we take him out. So RNG is working for me. And then this Sturv shows up, and he sits there. And allows me to do that. We got 5 kills. 2,289. And now I'm starting to think about how do I get in there and get rid of this Churchill. I don't want to drive across the open quite yet, and plus he just took 2 cheeky 77, both of them at 77, 2 77-point shots on me, so that sucked. It brought me down to 573, and he's at 603. So I'm going to need 3 shots to take him out. He's going to need quite a few, but he shoots so fast. So I'm going to have to think about this as he's doing his thing. Another miss, just kind of bad shots, really. There's going to be a little sequence here where I wait to reload and come out and maybe try to shoot him again. Checking 6. Alright, they get rid of the M3 Lee. There's still a Pollack over there. The Churchill 3 and a Pollack. They're winning now on the east side, so everything's starting to look really good. As far as map control goes, we're starting to gain a significant amount of it. I also wanted to be careful about moving into the open here in case there were still TDs back in the backfield back there. I don't want us to get shot from the front by the Churchill, the Pollack from the other side, and maybe some TDs hanging out in the back. Then the Churchill's gone. So now I'm thinking, interesting. I wonder if he is moving because the guys have pushed through on the east side, and that's very possible. In fact, he may also be looking for shots on Diablo, so I'm just going to go across. The Pollack is, unfortunately, he was right there. I may have had a shot earlier, but he's backing out. So that's good. I don't find the Churchill here, which is what I expected, and I do need to get around the corner in case the Pollack pushes me, but he doesn't. He's pulling back. Bit lucky right there as far as that push goes. Now I am probably going to get into a scrap with the Churchill. So he's going to side scrape. Put a shot into his turret. I'm going to back up right here, and thank goodness he didn't damage me on that one, nor track me, because that could be a really bad problem. If he's able to track me at a bad angle where I can't get my gun on him and he can shoot my corner, that's not good at all. So I'm glad I got out of that right there, and we're going to back up. I want to minimize the amount of shots he gets on me between my shots. So I'm just going to go ahead and cover up right here and force him to side scrape to get a shot. All right, that's fine. We'll fix it. Got to move forward. There's all those shots he can get. Another shot, and we shut him down, right? So thank goodness that he got aggressive there. He kind of knew he needed to, and he was doing some good work. Man, he just really chucked a lot of gold. So did I, though, actually. I think I just barely ran out of it. We're up to 2,892 damage. I don't think I get any more damage out of this. There's a blind shot. Maybe there's one right here. There we go. That gets me to 7 kills, so I get a little bit more damage. And the T-28 ends up dying. So we're over 3,000. I think there's 3,300 or something like that total. If that shot that went into the Nashorn actually went in, we've got 7 kills. Ace Tanker with the Tiger 131. got to hear a little bit of the voice stuff in there. Man, they are very, very annoying. Kind of a standard tier 6, tier 5, tier 4. Oh, we had tier 4. So super bully setup right there with the old Tiger 131. These things are really monsters. The tier 6 stock Tigers at tier 6 are awesome. They really are. The HT number 6 and this thing, absolute monsters. That little short 88 does a lot of good work at this tier. The armor holds up pretty decently. It's got really good hit points for tier 6, so I quite like this thing. Nice little ace tanker there, taking on multiple tanks, doing what you would expect. This is, I think, what most people would think of the Tiger, right? It's the big bully, it's the big tank, it's that famous historical monster on the battlefield. You get a setup like this where you're not trying to take on 5s and 7s and stuff. You really feel like that tank in this situation, and it did its job, did its performance right there. That's all I've got for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We will see ya.